Hello YouTube and welcome back. Basically I'm going to be doing another look at the Xbox One versus the PS4, and I've got a lot of research which I've been doing in the past hour and getting loads of things off websites to read out here. Okay, so we're starting out. I'm just going to read the text out and I'll explain what I'm talking about. So, a bit of a spelling mistake. As much as the two owned systems are different, which they are, I mean they're completely different, the heart of the Xbox One and the PS4 still remain very similar. That is because it actually says that they are both running the same core processors, which are the x86 octa-core CPUs, with the 8-core processors are built by the same chip maker, which you may know are AMD. And the use of the AMD and Xbox One is certainly a switch for both companies, because the Microsoft, I think it was, used to use the IBM powered PC processor, while Sony did actually get up with Toshiba and IBM its own complicated cell processor, while the Xbox One will run a heavily modified 8-core AMD processor. PS4 will utilise a x86 64 Jaguar CPU, which I've actually never heard of before, so that's new for me as well. What I do here is quite powerful. Yeah, but once again they're both relying on AMD to design the graphics processors, which will produce the what you keep hearing, next generation visuals that differentiate. Sorry, can't read consoles from the emerging smartphone market, so you can actually get games from the phone to the Xbox or the PS. So the Xbox is GPU to the CPU system in a one-chip design, so it's one chip. It's not like 5 chips everywhere. According to Wired anyway, that's not like official information, that's just from Wired magazine. The single 14nm SoC contrasts with the two dedicated 90nm chips found in the Xbox 360. So basically they've advanced. However, it only marginally contrasts with the PS4, which also has the same AMD CPU with the chips maker's GPU. In the case of the PS4 though, the graphics processor is described as a semi-custom AMD Radeon, which runs at 1.8 teraflops, which is a hell of a lot compared to the Xbox. It is fantastic. That means it's just going to be brilliant. One of the most impressive things about the PS4 specs also is the use of its 8GB of RAM with a GDDR5 RAM, which is awesome. That's really good. While on the Xbox, on the other hand, does have 8GB of RAM, but it's only DDR3, which is slightly faster. The DDR5 takes a little bit longer to start up, but once it's going, it's better. While the DDR3 starts up straight away, but stays at the current speed. It doesn't get any higher, or it might get a bit slower. So that one is the PS4. Sorry, yeah, controllers, right? Xbox One controller versus the PS4 DualShock 4. It is a bit of a debate, really, and you won't really know which is better until you've tried it. And it's mostly to your comfort, and they don't really look similar, but the reason that Sony or Microsoft have radically changed the respective controllers over the years, they're more like evolutions from 2000, 2001, so like the PS1 controller and the Xbox Classic controller, so they do look quite similar to them. The DualShock 4 is a little bit bigger, not marginally, but just a little bit bigger, and it's front and centre. Or a touchpad, which you've seen, which is the little black box. Okay, it's also got a gripped thing on the back of it. I don't know what they're actually called, but if you get your controller and the handles which you hold it with, they're gripped on the underneath and behind. And you've also got the dual analog sticks in front next to each other, because I do prefer that and I find it easier, and it does make it a lot easier for gripping the controller, and it's more natural. Microsoft didn't mess with its success. They only slightly modified the controller because they made it bigger, and its 40 design innovations are suitable, including the tweaked D-pad, which you've seen on the bottom left of the gamepad. Last thing here, while Xbox and PS4 are appeal to core gamers, which is like, hardcore games, well, not hardcore, but regular people like yourself, with mature launch titles, such as Call of Duty, GTA, etc. Microsoft and Sony are changing the form motion devices such as Kinect and the PlayStation 4i. So the Xbox One Kinect unveiled last night, so the 21st announcement, when blah blah blah, human control for human experience, Expands on the motto that packed in 180p Connect 2.0 will be able to access the 2 gig per data, seconds analysing more joints, and the slight rotation of the wrist, the shoulder, and your heartbeat, so it can actually measure your heartbeat, which I just find amazing. I don't know how they're going to do that. But the PS4i, Sony did state the similarity shaped camera bar contains two 1280x80px cameras, which is the same size as Connect, I think. And the PS4 DualShock controller will come into play with the PS4i thanks to its multicoloured light bar. I'm not too sure what that is. It will also be compatible with those PlayStation 4 motion controllers that have gone unused. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Leave a comment down below, and I hope it satisfied you more than my previous video. I'm going to go upload this now. I've spent a while getting the research, and I hope that's a lot more in depth and a better insight for you. So thank you very much for watching, guys. As per usual, it's been Hobbies UK. Have a fantastic evening. Bye bye.